Then y'all got us all the way up. We met that dude, Duke the Jeweler, the night before. We was gambling. The next day, dude followed us to the concert. When we left out the concert, we under the garage. Dude went to his car by himself and walked down to the parking lot. That's when somebody tried to make.
He's the one that's tied to the dude that makes the loaded dice. Right? Check the play out. All entertainers, when you go to Houston, stay away from Jay Prince Jr. The whole play going on. Here go the play right here. The play is a loaded dice.
That a jeweler named Duke recently got killed. And the story's really messed up. So I want you to talk about what happened.
Okay, so picture this. Bloodstained dice rolling across a velvet table. Everyone's laughing, vibing, but only one man is making it out alive. Duke the jeweler didn't die broke. He died surrounded by wolves. Real talk. There's blood on Mob Ty's hands now, and guess what? The feds are sniffing it out. Let's get one thing straight. Duke wasn't robbed, he was executed. And it wasn't by some random masked thug in a back alley. Nah, it happened right after he left Boosie's dice game. The same people dapping him up were probably sending coded signals behind his back. Those very same folks. They're now feeling the heat from the feds, and here comes 50 Cent, dropping bombshells like it's nothing. Leaking whispers, reposting receipts, throwing shade at the whole damn setup. And listen, this goes deeper than anyone imagined. 2 weeks, just 2 weeks before Takeoff was gunned down under crazy similar dice game circumstances, Duke was shutting it down at a J. Prince Jr. dice game. Yeah, and you already know, when the wrong man starts winning in that room, the spiral begins. Fast. Now the whole Mob Tie circle is under watch. Boosie, J. Prince Jr., Lil Cam, every last one. It started with whispers, but now it's turning into straight up warrants. So how the hell did we even get here? Buckle up, because what looked like a friendly Lil Dice game might have been a setup from the jump. From the outside, Duke the jeweler was on top of the world. Chi-Town born, self-made, not just pushing bling to SoundCloud nobodies. He had serious clients. Big names, major moves, and that trip to Houston wasn't for play. He was chasing a bag. Boosie supposedly invited him down personally to chat about a custom piece, so what does Duke do? He packs up that $1 million Louis Vuitton duffel full of his best unreleased jewelry and flies down. But what he didn't know is that bag might have been his goodbye gift. Now let's zoom in on that dice game real quick. Word on the street, straight from WAC 100, is that this wasn't your everyday dice night. This was a whole operation, a setup. J. Prince Jr. allegedly running what's now being called a loaded dice ring. And here's the kicker. Same 3 dudes always at the table. Lil Cam, Big Capri, Wolf. They pass those dice around like it's a ritual. But if one of them messes up, the whole scheme crumbles. And that night, someone fumbled. Bad. Duke, he managed to get those rigged dice, and baby, he started hitting. Hundreds, then thousands, then tens of thousands, fast. Now let's talk numbers. J. Prince Jr. allegedly takes 30% off the top of every dice night's winnings, so when Duke started draining stacks like that, it wasn't just bad luck, that was a straight up financial threat. And Duke wasn't being quiet about it either. He was loud, confident, flexing hard, iced out, tossing stacks like it's paper, filming it all for the gram. The room was watching him and the vibe started to switch. Check the footage, slow it down. You'll see Boosie whistle. Real soft, not loud, not crazy. But immediately, his nephew locks eyes with Duke. Then another guy in a red hoodie taps the nephew, like a signal, and boom. The whole energy shifts. 1 second, Duke is cracking jokes. Next second, it's like a damn countdown. And minutes later, Duke's dead. That tension, you can't fake that. This ain't just conspiracy, it's body language. Because when you walk into a room where folks already decided how your night's gonna end, you can feel it. Now pause, ask yourself this. Why would someone like Boosie invite a guest wearing over $1.00 in jewelry to a sketchy dice game and not provide security? Why would J. Prince Jr. not make sure there's protection for a known out-of-towner carrying that kind of heat? Let's rewind. Duke left that dice game alone. No security, no driver, no team. Just him walking through a dark Houston parking lot after flexing millions. If that feels off to you, it should. And then it gets sinister. Shots fired, Duke ambushed, fatally shot, but here's the thing. He wasn't robbed. His jewelry, still on him. Cash, still there. His $1 million chains from Boosie's concert, untouched. So what kind of robbery leaves all the valuables behind?
Go through hard time but never gave up. I stayed tough, even when I got my chain stuck. Go through hard time, but we know that what made us. Can't blame us, we love the script, cause that what paid us. Yeah, ain't gotta ask, I told them niggas laid up. I call King, like get the pressure going where I'm up. I can't even find, you know how many nights I done stayed up.
And then comes the twist that changes everything. That Louis Vuitton bag Duke was carrying, his baby, full of custom unreleased jewelry, didn't vanish. It showed up inside Boosie's house. Yes. You read that right. Confirmed by Houston PD. Whether Duke gave it to Boosie to hold or Boosie took it, we don't know. But that bag made it back. Duke didn't. And Boosie's explanation? A shaky IG live from a private jet saying he barely even knew Duke. Claimed Duke just dipped off.
Some dude tried to rob him. Some dudes tried to rob him. See some dudes that tried to rob me and walked off by himself. I had just met dude yesterday. Try to rob dude. Dude must ain't get up.
Spokesman Flight Zach, we're number 2 for departure. Flight attendants, please bear the captain's statement.
He must have walked outside to the parking lot. We was in the garage. We heard this, but it like they was far away in the parking lot. He must have went to his car or something. Bro. Dude was finna make a piece for him too.
Wait. Didn't Boosie say Duke was gonna make him a custom chain? You barely knew him, Boosie, but you invited him to a private dice game and let him walk to his car alone after flexing $1 million in jewelry? Make it make sense. And honestly, Boosie didn't even look right on camera. He looked pale, nervous, like someone who knows the feds are circling. And oh, they are. The feds decided to carve out Duke's murder as a separate federal investigation. No delays, no stacking it behind past charges, full laser focus. And what did they do first? They tracked the phone. Duke's last phone ping. Boosie's recording studio. So, unless that phone walked there by itself, somebody from Boosie's circle took it. And they didn't even try to be slick. Didn't wipe it. Didn't destroy it, just turned it off manually. That's what got the feds pissed. Then they searched Duke's rental car, and boom, prints from Boosie's nephew and cousin. And it gets darker. A witness just outside the building smoking came forward. Said they saw Duke walking alone to his car. But then Boosie's nephew slid out the shadows like he was waiting. Duke sent something off, tried to defend himself, swung first, but he didn't stand a chance. Quick motion, trigger pulled, and it didn't even fake a robbery. You know why? Because it wasn't about stealing. It was about silencing. And the bag, they kept it. That's not sloppy, that's arrogance. And guess who's paying attention? 50 Cent. Y'all ever notice how every artist visiting Houston gets told you better check in? It's not written anywhere, but it's real. J. Prince Jr. and Mob Ties made checking in a thing. But here's the real question. What if the folks you're checking in with are the ones setting you up? Let's not play dumb. J. Prince Jr. was the host at Duke's dice game. The same dude hosting when Takeoff got killed. 2 men dead after checking in. So what kind of protection is that? Even Whack 100 couldn't stay quiet anymore.
Jeweler. I gotta do my research, see what jeweler might have been down there shooting dice. But nevertheless, to all the entertainers, you know, Dukes of Hazzard was one of my favorite shows, right? I don't know if y'all watched it. I was thinking about Daisy Dukes for a reason. I don't know why I said that. You know, one might go with it, may not go with it, but I don't know. If the math is math, and let it math. But entertainers, beware of with J. Prince Jr. when he talked about let's go shoot some dice. Because the loaded dice crew of 3 Can Wolf and Big Caprice We know Lil Cam in there because I believe somehow, some way, he was caught up in the Dice situation. Rest in peace, Takeoff. I don't know what's going on. But what I do know this, Jay Prince Jr. got a whole thing, and when y'all come into town, hold on, bro. Didn't they say Fifth Ward earlier that day shooting dice?
Yep, that's a fact. That word been out, Wack. That word been out. We been got that memo.
And then, so I've been getting hit all day, and it got to the point at the thing, Quavo like, that into dice. That's what this nigga Jay Prince Jr., boy, these niggas got all kind of shit going on down there. They say, he said the jeweler nigga got past the dice. He didn't even know the motherfuckers was loaded. He just think he hit. These niggas is mad as a motherfucker. Cause they like, nigga, how you pass this nigga the loaded dice?
He straight up called it a scam ring. Said Jay Prince Jr. plays the friend role, lures celebs into the circle, then bam, dice game, surrounded, watched, trapped. And now artists are backing away. Word on the street? Labels are quietly canceling Houston events. Nobody wants to be caught in the fallout. It's radioactive. Even 50 Cent is turning the heat all the way up. He's posting clips, shady captions, indirect shots at the whole mob ties game. Some people say he's playing with fire. Others? They think 50's the only one with the guts to say what everyone else is scared to admit. And Boosie, he's sweating. Sources say the feds are applying major pressure, separating Duke's case from Boosie's old gun charges. This ain't about no priors. This is all about that night Duke died. They're digging deep now. Boosie's mansions, his bank accounts, his son's digital footprint, nothing's off limits. But what's really got people talking? The inside whispers. Allegedly, Boosie's own girlfriend told someone that Boosie ran back inside that night, shaken like he was hiding something. Yet he's still out here playing dumb, pretending he doesn't know what happened. This is all he keeps telling everybody. And now everyone's asking, if Boosie falls, who's he dragging with him? Because Boosie doesn't move solo. His nephew is in this, his cousin is in this, and now his name is tangled up with Jay Prince Jr., who's already drowning in pressure after Takeoff's murder. These threads, they're crossing fast, and they're all pointing back to one dice table. And just when you think it couldn't get messier, it does. Let's talk Finesse 2 times. Remember, he used to be Mob Tie's golden boy, but now he's airing them out. He went from shouting out Jay Prince Jr. in every interview to barely even saying the man's name. Something switched. At first it looked quiet. He just stopped showing up, no more concerts, no more backstage hangs. Then the rumors started. Apparently, it all started over a woman, but not just any woman, Finesse's baby mama. A few months back, she and her mom allegedly set him up, called the cops, got him thrown back in jail for violating probation, and guess who stepped in to get him out? Jay Prince Sr. Got behind the scenes, he made some calls, got Finesse back on the streets within 2 weeks. You'd think Finesse would be loyal, right? Show gratitude? Nope. He went right back to the same girl, same drama. That's when Jay Prince Sr. had enough. He hit Twitter, and he did not hold back. He said straight up, I told the homie to stay the F away from that woman if he loves his life. But the homie wouldn't listen to my words, even though I had to step in to get him out of prison. Y'all better be careful out here thinking these women have your best interests at heart. And then it got even spicier. Rumors started flying that Jay Prince Jr. might have gotten Finesse's girl pregnant behind his back. Is it confirmed? Nah. But Finesse hasn't denied it either. And when the streets believe something and the person at the center stays silent, that says everything. Some fans just brushed it off as drama. Others, they started seeing the pattern. Jay Prince Jr. has beef with Takeoff's family, quiet tension with Boosie, now issues with Finesse 2 times. How many bridges can you burn before the whole empire crashes? Because here's the cold truth. When your whole rep is built on fear, silence, and power plays, it only takes one person to flip. One artist, one friend, one witness. That's it. Game over. Now, people are asking, will Boosie finally crack? Will Finesse spill the whole truth? Or will 50 Cent's obsession with exposing this mob ties circle force Jay Prince Jr. to do the unthinkable? Break the code and save himself? Either way, the dominoes are falling. And the whispers? They're getting loud. Behind the scenes, federal agents aren't just watching, they're digging, quietly checking every corner of Boosie's life. His entire estate portfolio scrutinized. His Baton Rouge mansion under watch. Georgia land traced. They want answers, and they're following the money. But remember, this isn't just about Boosie. This is about Jay Prince Jr. too. Artists are stepping away. Labels are saying no thanks. Events getting canceled. Partnerships dying out. This ain't no rap beef anymore. This is Rico energy. And with Duke's killer possibly caught on camera, it's only only a matter of time before that footage ends up in the wrong or right hands. Hands, TMZ, the feds. Whoever grabs it first, once that video drops, it's game over.